Right, so to make it rain confettis or apply any other weird little kind of like Snapchat lens that you want to apply, we first need to have some confettis, okay? So let's just go in here and do a new file. And in here, if you look for part, you'll get some SceneKit particle file system. Next, and you just need to select confetti. And Apple will do the rest for you. It's actually really practical, this one. So confetti and create. Unfortunately, for some reason, nothing shows here. It's really annoying. It's kind of like the only one that you can't really debug visually in Xcode. I'm not sure why, but you can check in here what it does, how it works. We've got some color variation, etc., etc. I'm not going to get in details here, but what we want to do here is to just change the birth rate to 0. And if we go back to our view controller, here we can create those, so a reference to our confettis, and add this in our view.did_load. So let's actually, I'm going to put this outside. Let confetti equals scn particle system named, so confetti, make sure it's the same as here, 1F double T and no S, because this is the plural, and nil, because it's not in the directory, it's just directly in our bundle here, the main bundle. Okay, so we have our reference now. What we can do is to create a node and make sure that we put this node 2 meters above ground, above the origin. Otherwise, if we were to add this straight away, it would only rain confettis from the origin, and that's not good. Right, hope you follow me there. So let's confetti node equals an scn node. We don't actually have any geometry for this one, and we don't need any. But what we need to do is to move the position dot y to be equal to 2, so 2 meters above, and then the confetti node will have some add a particle system, which is our confetti here, which we can actually not very safely, but we know that's confetti. We've checked here. There's not going to be a crash, guys. It's fine. Confetti node, add particle system confetti, and now obviously we need to add this confetti node to our scene view.scene.root node. Sorry, add child node, and here, sorry, we add our confetti node. When we did update the node, here we can check what is the coefficient for the mouth open. So what we have here, so mouth close coefficient, what I'm going to do is that if the mouth is closed, the close is a 1 and the open is basically a 0. Is that right? I think it is. So if we go right at the bottom here, we can add confetti effect. So if we have mouth closed coefficient, so if we can create a rule there and say that if that closed coefficient is, and let me try and get this right. This is confusing because we want to open the mouth, right? So actually I'm gonna just create the let mouth open coefficient equals 1 minus the mouth close coefficient. Okay, so it's going to be, I think, mouth open coefficient. Okay, so if our mouth is open more than, let's say, 0.8, then we want the confetti to have a birth rate equal to, let's go mad and say 300. How about that? Let's try and see if that works. Okay, so we're back, and for some weird reason, I already have some confettis. That is really bad. And I don't know why, it's also there's a bit of an occlusion there. But I'm not very happy with this. So why would that be? Did I get this wrong with the mouth open coefficient? Okay, so if I put an else, I can maybe say that the confetti's birth rate is going to be 0. Would that debug this by so close my mouth, and we just get the confettis all the time. And there's this weird occlusion happening as well around my head. I'm not sure this is working fine with the CI filter, maybe. Damn. Okay, well, that's annoying. Right. I'm gonna debug this and give you a better video than that. See you in a bit. Okay, so as I thought, there's a bit of an issue with adding the confettis and the CI filter at the same time. For some reason, it creates a bit of an occlusion around the face and treats this whole face as, I guess, just one big image that it needs to process, and whatever is empty or clear in the image is also occluded. So if I can fix this, I will put another video, but I'm afraid you will have to have either the confettis, which I still need to make work with the mouth open, because right now it's not. But yeah, it's either the CI filter or the confettis, I'm afraid. So yeah, there we go. Sorry guys, I feel like I let you down a little bit on that one. But hey, we are discovering the limits of ARKit together. I got this Snapchat lens thing to work, and as you can see in the log in here, down there, I've got those figures that are tracking. So the first one, which is between, it's 0.123 right now, and the other one is just always a 0. So what these are is how open is my jaw, and The second one is the birth rate of the confettis, which is basically either 0 or 300. So what I've done here is that I have added the jaw open coefficient, which is jaw open, like that. The mouth close coefficient we can actually get rid of. We don't need this. And that's going to work a lot better. So if your jaw is more than 80% open, then we'll have some confettis, and otherwise we will not. So this is how it looks. If I go I'm very happy, and I open my mouth a lot, you can see that we have some confettis, and as soon as I stop, it stops as well. Aha, and stop. There we go. Mystery solved.